Hey guys, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on for more great content.
Hey guys, it's REDBULL here from Betway and welcome to Rapid Fire Questions with JKS. We've got about 3.5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes if we go over time, to answer as many questions as possible about yourself and about CSGO to give the community a bit of an insight. Are you kind of ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
The first question is, how important is diet/routine to performing in Counter-Strike?
For me, it's pretty important. I like having less things to worry about when I'm playing, so it's nice to go for a routine in the morning, for example, and just know that I've done some things to activate myself and get my body warm and stuff like that.
Sweet. Well, the next question is Red Bull or water when playing Counter-Strike?
Water.
Favorite Australian player?
Probably nowadays, I think Liaz has the ability to become a really good player. I think he was kind of stuck back in our team just because of the roles and stuff he got. Mechanically, he's really gifted. Yeah, he's really good to watch.
Sweet. Would you rather have, this is not Counter-Strike related at all, but would you rather have fingers for toes or toes for fingers?
Probably fingers for toes, right? Because, right, does that mean I get to keep my, if it means I get to keep my fingers on my hands, that's good, because then no one would see my feet, right? So it's fine.
If anything, you can play Counter-Strike with your feet as well, so you can, you can be two teammates. Okay, if you had to change resolution every single day or change sensitivity every single day, which would you change?
Probably resolution. I don't know, I've always thought about changing resolution, whereas I haven't really thought about changing sensitivity. So yeah, I feel like sensitivity is one of those things where I can just get used to and it's fine. Whereas resolution, it's it makes things look better, kind of gives you a bit of an advantage as well. So.
Yeah. And then what is the most important peripheral? So if you could, you only had choice to use either a headset, keyboard, or mouse, you only got to choose and dictate which one, which is the most important of those three?
I think that's an easy one. I think that's just mouse. It's important to have a mouse that kind of fits your hand properly and it feels comfortable, whereas keyboards, you can kind of use whatever, you can get used to it, and mouse pads, I think they're relatively all much the same, so probably mouse.
Yeah. And which teammate of yours rages the most?
I would say everyone's pretty level-headed, to be honest, on the team. Maybe me, to be honest. Sometimes I get a bit down. It's something I'm working on, so probably to say myself.
What tilts you the most then?
It's more just it's never really what happens, what the other person does. It's more if I feel like I've made a bad decision or I made a bad play. So it kind of I feel like I kind of hold high expectations for myself. So if I die in a certain way, it kind of tilts me. Yeah, that's probably why.
How good is BLAMEF at in-game leading out of 10? If you had to give him a rating out of 10, what would you give him?
I'd say probably a 9, 8 or 9, I reckon. I know he hasn't done it for that long, but he's been doing it for most of his professional career, so it's pretty impressive what he's managed to do so far. And I think the way he thinks about the game is it's pretty logical. It's really easy to understand.
One more question. Who in your CSGO career has kind of helped you the most? As you're coming through the ranks, somebody that you looked up to or somebody that gave you advice or really helped you along the way. Was there anybody there that was kind of a nice figure in that way?
I mean, pretty much I've been on the same team for the whole entire time, so I'd say it's probably just my old team and my teammates, to be quite honest. I don't think there was a single person, with AZR and Kassad.
Yeah.
Those two probably the most. And then, of course, my other teammates along the way. But maybe if I had to select one person, maybe Sponge. I think he's given me a lot of good advice. When I first started joining the team, of course, when I never played internationally before, and also just in terms of life and in CS in general, nowadays, I still talk to him quite a lot and I still ask him questions. So, yeah, probably Sponge.